Well, great afternoon. I just saw that 45, the orange buffoon, is getting deposed in the E. Jean Carroll case today, which means he has to give his statement under oath. Now, whether she's watching it and on Skype or whatever, I don't know. She could be, but I pulled the cards and let's see what it says about his deposition. Now, the first thing, the overarching theme of this is getting to the heart of the matter. Okay? Well, the question is, will they get to the heart of the matter or not? But let's look and see what we have. Going into it, for his health, he's at his home. They're doing the deposition at Mar-a-Lago. And what we have here, I love this deck. I'm using the Edgar Allan Poe deck, for those that want to know. They're asking him the questions, trying to look to get the answers, but he's not liking these questions, okay? So they're there to ask the questions, trying to get into his mentality to see what happened. But he's, of course, not thrilled with being there and them asking the questions. Now, in the past, we have the contract, him contracting to try to put an end to this. You know, he did his best to try to get rid of it, holding on, and he kept holding on to see if they could find a way to make this go away. But no, that hasn't happened because he's giving the deposition today. Now, while he was president, he was able to make it go away for a time. But now we have today. Today is the day of the deposition. And we have, of course, his doing his best to cut it, to manipulate, and to keep the secret things secret, okay? So he's going to do his best to try to manipulate the situation. Oh, is that a surprise? I don't think so. So what we have here, the challenge is, instead of the ship waiting for your ship to come in, it is facing a whirlpool, okay, of things that are flying away. We have balance, growing roots, and trying to birth something new. So he may be, again, trying to give some sort of a spin or a lie because the ship is not coming in easily, okay? That ship is going down. It's the tidal wave. Kind of like I saw the other day. Kind of stuck, spinning, and getting sucked right down. Okay. So the clarification is looking at the past actions. They want grounded information, and they're doing it by the book. Okay. So they are trying to get the information from him. Now, underneath of it all, you're going to love this one. We have, of course, the narcissist. This is my card for 45, drifting along and doing his orange buffoon. Can we say he's not happy? Okay. So I think that he's going to try to drift along, and when it's over, he's going to throw a real tantrum, okay? So, but I think is that him all over? I would say, yeah. That pretty much sums it up when it comes to him and his orange fur, okay, and just thinking he's all of that in a bag of chips. So with that as well, we have the Chariot, wanting to move this forward, but he's trying to get the timing anchored in. You know, as usual, he's tried to slow everything down. But now we've come to the point where they're, you know, looking at things and they're taking his deposition. But as usual, we have him thinking he's King of Pentacles. He's the emperor. He's the big man in charge. Okay? The lying, the conniver, the obstructionist. Okay? So he thinks it's his right to lie and con and give an alternative narrative, a totally fantasy account, if he speaks at all. Now, we see that, though, afterward, he's going to throw an absolute hissy fit and a tantrum because he actually has to give the deposition today. And, you know, that boat is headed for, you know, being pulled down. So he's not going to win this case. 100% not. But he's going to do his best to try to spin it. Now, who knows if he's going to say pleading the fifth, which again, I'm guilty, but I'm not going to help you. Okay, you got to prove I'm guilty, but they can already prove it because they've got his DNA. So how he wants to try to spin this, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But you know, karma comes due eventually. And he tried to ride this out as long as he could. And the most egregious thing is saying when he was being so nasty when he was president, saying, well, he was just acting in his presidential capacity. Oh, so being president means that you railroad women and that you're as nasty and degrading and disgusting as you can be, and that's part of your job? Okay, so we'll have to see. It's going to be interesting to see what comes out with this. Hopefully we get a leaker there and we find out what happened during the deposition. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and I'll leave the link to this as well, this story. I'm going to go back and listen to the rest of it myself. Thanks for tuning in, love and light. See you online.